Hey guys, my name is Lydia. Today I want to show you how to make magic cake. So this cake is magic because it has three separate layers, but you're not going to, make the layers separately. It's all like one step, super easy, and the ingredients are actually really simple as well. So you probably already have all the ingredients on hand. First thing, you want to line your baking sheet, an 8x8 baking pan with some parchment paper, and you also want to preheat your oven at 325 degrees. Next up, you are going to grab 4 eggs out of the fridge, and you just want to separate them. You want to put the egg whites in a large bowl and then the yolks in a large bowl as well. I kind of did this backwards, and I know there's different ways to crack your eggs. I'm just cracking my eggs this way because it's kind of just what I was doing right now. So once you have them all cracked, you want to set your egg whites aside, and then we're going to be working on our egg yolks. So it's super easy. All you're going to do is you're going to add in your flour, your sugar, and a little pinch of salt. I wish I would have actually added some vanilla too, just because this cake kind of is a little bland. I feel like it does need a little something, something. So add your vanilla right now, right after you add the salt, and add in about a cup of milk, and you're just going to want to beat that up really quick. We all know how to mix it up, so just mix it up and then stir it and add the rest of your milk and then beat it again. Once that's all combined, set that aside. Make sure you wash the whisk attachments because you want them clean, and start beating your egg whites. Once you beat your egg whites, make sure they're like super nice and fluffy and stiff. You should have like stiff peaks. You'll be adding your egg whites to your egg yolk mixture, and you're going to do this in thirds. It takes a little bit of time and, some elbow grease, but, I have faith that you guys are going to do a wonderful job. So I started off using a rubber spatula, and I was just kind of, cutting in the egg whites into the egg yolks. And yeah, it just was a lot of work. And in between all that, I switched to a metal spoon, and then I went back to my spatula just because it was a lot of work and my arm was killing me. Once your egg whites are all folded into your egg yolk mixture and there is no big chunks of egg whites, pour it into your baking pan. Do not drop your spoon like I did. So pour it all into your baking pan, and I gave it a little twirl, and it did not work very well, but bake it for around 50 minutes. Now my oven is special, so I didn't get a really nice, lovely golden brown top, but you know, it kind of got a little golden brown, but not too much. So allow it to fully cool, and then take it out of the baking pan, peel away the parchment paper, and start cutting it however you like. So I'm actually going to cut the sides, and make sure you use a serrated knife, because if you don't use a serrated knife, you just won't get clean cuts, or at least I didn't. So I'm using a serrated knife just to cut the edges off, just so it has clean edges. And now the last edge that I'm cutting, it was like my second time cutting it, and I just couldn't get a clean cut even though I was using a serrated knife, and I decided I was done. You know what? Cake cutting isn't my specialty, so I'll be the first to admit it. Once I finally got my cake all cut up, I just added this berry topping that I made earlier this week. It was just frozen berries that I simmered on the stove with some sugar and some lemon juice, and it turns into this beautiful thick tangy sauce. So I topped that on top of my cake, but you can use powdered sugar, you can use whatever you want. I really like the way this cake turned out. The top of it is like the spongy angel food cake texture, and then like the center is like this custardy texture, and then the bottom, it's not really a crust, but it's similar to it. It kind of reminds me of my crustless egg pie, honestly. But I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Hope you guys give it a try, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.